Again to another episode of the Tunde Laniyo podcast entitled The Nigerian Theatre, Witnesses to History. It's the program on which we bring to you giants of the Nigerian theatre industry who have made waves in the last 30, 40, 50 years, contributing to the growth and development of that industry. We have been talking with a great thespian, Dr. Kola Oyewo, on his trajectory through the Nigerian theatre terrain. And we have rejoiced with him in the last episode as he got the BA Dramatic Arts from the OAU in Ile-Ife. We want to remind you that his journey to the BA was prompted by the threat, unofficial threat, that they started hearing to their employment because they were thought not to be qualified, even though they had become superstars in the industry, even through the Obafemi Awolowo University that University of Ife had transitioned into. Kola got into the Oyewo Theatre in 1964 with a Modern 3 certificate. That was the same certificate he had when he was employed in the Oyewo Theatre. And that was what took him also into the performing company of the department. And now that employment seemed to want to disappear. And then he took it upon himself to dust himself up. Of course, he was a very big adult at this time. But he managed, he got the BA. And then he went to Dr. Komolafe, who was like an uncle to him, apart from being a member of the department, an acting HOD. And when he told Dr. Komolafe, I now have a BA in Dramatic Arts, which was to say that I should not be dismissed from my job. And he was told, what's the meaning of BA? He must have been surprised. And he said, Bachelor of Arts, of course. And Dr. Akomolawe said, no. The dramatist said, that is begin again. And that was when he knew that the journey had not been completed. In this episode, we will see how that journey was taken to a good completion, how it traveled through that intervention and became one who had not only a master's, but also a PhD in theater arts, became a lecturer. Let's return to our witness, Dr. Kola Oyewo, as he takes us through this episode of the Nigerian Theatre Witnesses to History.
After the result, I went to thank Dr. Akomolafe and I said, Baba, I have 2-1 and you cannot call me illiterate again. No. Are you still going to sack me? Baba said, èmi pẹ̀lú àwọn tán ni mo sack yín tẹ́lẹ̀ ni. Bí o sí lára àwọn tán ni mo sack yín. I wasn't part of the system that said they were
threatened to sack you.
So, Baba wa sọ pé kí ló gbà? Mo ní mo ti gba BA Dramatic Art. Ó ní bóyá kí ni ìtumọ̀ rẹ̀? Mo ní Bachelor of Arts in Dramatic Art. Baba ní ìtumọ̀ BA. Begin again. You know what you are going to do now? You are going to do your master's and do your PhD, and in the department, all those courses that Olarotimi was teaching when he was here, you will be teaching
them now.
You will begin to teach those courses. That was how I went to Ibadan. In fact, Baba Akomolafe introduced me to where I studied in New York, and I was admitted, but there was nobody to fund it. There was nobody to fund it. He said, you will go to Ibadan. You will be doing your studies and continue with your job. So I went to Ibadan, took the form, and I was admitted. The day I resumed at the University Department of Theatre at the University of Ibadan, Professor Sofison saw me. Kola, what are you doing here? I said, are you not the one who said we can do it? So you said, ìwé tó wà níwájú ẹ̀ ó wá rí orúkọ mi nínú àwọn tí wọ́n gbà. And I am going to make sure that you excel. I'm going to supervise you at masters and PhD. I'm going to supervise you.
Wow.
So I did the masters and was one of those who made PhD
direct.
PhD grade.
PhD grade.
You know, if you score 65 and above, you made a PhD grade. Myself, Assis, Toji Assis, we did BA together at Ife.
Okay. He also came to Ibadan.
And we made
the PhD grade cut off.
So I started doing my job, doing the PhD. At a particular time, I developed cold feet.
Why?
So this called me, Kola, you don't come. You know you have made the grade that gives you the opportunity of coming to meet your supervisor, have discussion with him, and continue with your research.
Yeah.
No classwork.
Yes.
And I don't see you. I only see you on television. Are you going to have your PhD on television? And I said, okay. So it took me about 6 years before I finished the PhD because I was busy going to film locations.
Right.
Because of
I know.
But Professor Sofison, if he sees anybody, including our drivers, if our drivers went to Ibadan and Sofison saw any one of them, he would say, tell Kola that I'm waiting for him. He's not going to
get a PhD
on television, on television, on video. So I just I did it. It took me about 6 years. I got it, and immediately after the first degree, I was converted to academic staff as a graduate assistant.
That's right.
But my salary was made personal to me because I was
already past at the level of graduate assistant. At the level
of lecturer 1. My salary was at par with lecturer 1 salary. So Baba Komolafe explained to me that you are not going to be promoted until about when you get to lecturer 1 stage, and you are not going to be promoted if you don't write papers. So you do your teaching very well, you attend conferences, you write papers. That is how you can be promoted though. So that one got into my head, and
you started doing that.
And I had my promotion till I got to senior lecturer. Before by the time I was senior lecturer, I was already 65. So I had to retire. But before I got to 65, about 3 years before then, I discovered that I had some accumulated leave.
Okay.
And I applied for it and was approved, and I went to spend the accumulated leave at the Redeemer University, Mowe.
Okay.
I was employed November uh, 2008.
Okay.
I met
Yeah, I know that Ayo Akinwale was there.
Akinwale was the head of department.
Yes.
As soon as he left, after his sabbatical, I became the head of department. I was there. I was at the Redeemers University when the Vice Chancellor of Ekiti State University, Professor Dipo,
what's his name? Kolawole?
No,
Dipo Kolawole.
No, Dipo, who was a member of staff at Agric department at Obafemi Awolowo. Dipo, I know. Came to the Redeemers University, so the camp of where they do church activities. He said, Kola, what are you doing here? I said, I'm majoring the dramatic art. He said, please, we are going to start a theatre arts department in Ado. Can't you come and join us? I said, well, better. So I put up my resignation letter and joined them at the Ekiti State University as the pioneer acting head of department. While at the Redeemers University, I continued my publications and the rest of it, and I was promoted as reader, which we also call associate professor. So I went to Ado Ekiti as an associate professor and acting head, pioneer acting head of department. And later, while I was at Ekiti, I was doing adjunct with them at the Elizabeth University.
Oh, that's in
Laramokin. I went for a lecture. I was invited to give a lecture at Futa, Akure. I went from Ado to Akure. Okay. I was coming home through Laramokin. Okay. And I saw the big signpost. Yeah. Elizabeth University, and let me go and see what goes on there. I entered the place, it was just like America. I said, in this small town, this big university. Then I said, I will see. So I went to see the registrar. I didn't know him before. I never knew him.
That's right.
I said I must see the registrar. The moment he saw me, he recognized me from the roles I've been playing on television and video. I said, Baba, we will need you here. Come and be teaching our students here. We need your experience. In fact, we need your presence. Your presence will give us more students.
Yes.
So I started adjunct
in
Elizabeth.
Okay.
In 2015.
Okay.
Then in 2018.
Right.
The late Professor Kola was the dean. And after each lecture, we have to go and sign in the dean's office that I come home. Because if you don't go and sign, they will not give you
your money.
Your money. So I saw him. Kola. I said, Prof, you are here. He said, yes, so I'm here. You have been doing adjunct with us. Come and join us fully. That was how I left Ekiti and joined them at Elizabeth University in 2018. I was there till 2021.
Okay.
When I came home to roost.
Right. That's an exciting journey, and it's a proper place for us to also pause this episode and continue the journey on another episode. We've been speaking with one of the witnesses to Nigerian theatre, Dr. Kola Oyewo. And you've seen how he progressed because he is also a story to inspire younger people. When he needed to up his qualification, in fact, people like Oshofisol told him, look, you can do it. If they said go and read, you can read. All our younger people, there are so many things you can do. And I want you to take a cue from Dr. Kola Oyewo. See how he was able to also become a very great bride in many departments where he was being lured to come and be part of their development and growth. We'll start from Ekiti State University, where he pioneered as the acting head of department. He will talk to us about growing a department, and then we'll go back fully into his performances. I'm interested in how you were able to begin such a very important project, that important department at the Ekiti State University. How did you do it? I know that they got wind of you and they headhunted you. When you got there, what happened?
Thank you very much. When I got there, Professor Dipo Aina, the Vice Chancellor, told me that ask for what you need to start the department, and I'm ready to support you. Already, Professor Rasaki Ojo Bakare had already designed the course, the curriculum, which made it very easy for me. I didn't have to start from designing the course,
the program.
The program. So it made it very easier for me. And I suggested to the Vice Chancellor that we can start with a diploma in theater arts. And he said, what do you need for that? I said, I have to go and do some kind of publicity, propaganda, so that people will know that
program is available. Was going to be made available at the university.
He printed posters for me, gave me a car, which I took to Akure. All the television stations, the radio stations in Akure, I gave them the poster. I introduced the course to them and the rest of the department to them, and they were very happy about it. In fact, some of them started buying forms for the diploma because it wasn't the right time to start the degree. In February when I got there. But I said we can start our diploma anytime. So he gave me all I needed, the publicity, the poster, radio announcements, television and the rest. I will go and do program on television at Akure.
You appeared on program.
I appeared on program, and before we knew it, people bought the idea, and form for the diploma certificate were being sold.
That's right.
But I don't know. The system just developed some kind of cold feet to make
the program.
So that the program can take off. Already we have lecturers, and Professor Bakari Udo was ready to do adjunct.
Right.
He designed the program, was ready to do adjunct with us.
Mm-hmm.
I met Lupe Olaniyan, now Professor Olaniyan.
Right.
I met him there. I met Adeseke. I met him there, and the rest. So we were at good stead to start the. But all of a sudden, at least 10 candidates have bought
indicated interest.
Have bought forms.
Oh.
They started returning the form, and we were about to take off. All of a sudden, I don't know, they just lost interest. I was so disappointed. But later, we did it. But it would have been better if we started.
You could have started immediately that you resumed.
Immediately that I resumed. We had to return
the money for the
forms. When they started coming to me, Uncle K, when are we going to start? They will come from Akure, from when are we going to start the program? I told the Vice Chancellor that I am tired of all this. He said, it seems the system, they don't buy the idea. They said we should go straight to degree. He said, in that case, we have to return the money they paid. They paid 10,000 naira, 10,000 naira each to purchase the form. So we had to return their money. And we started the
plan for the
degree
program,
which we started that year in September. You know, I've been there since February.
Right.
I was wondering what I would be doing before
you take off within the session.
So they gave me the office, everything I needed, furniture, everything. And we started holding meetings, departmental meetings. I started attending Senate as acting head of department and the rest of it. And then the degree took off. We, as first said, we had more than 80 candidates.
Wow.
We had more than 80 candidates.
80?
80. About 84. We had 84 candidates.
Wow.
And like I said, Professor Bakari was teaching as an adjunct.
Right.
Because he designed the program. And Dupe was teaching Adeseke, myself, and we employed some other people, lecturer too. We employed two.
Okay.
Two lecturer, two. A female and a male. So we started.
Did you also have, like from your experience at Ife, a convocation play?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah, we had a convocation play. And we did Osofison's Twinkle Twangle Atwining Tale. And you know what? I had the opportunity of using, it's a very large crowd play. And I had the opportunities. Even those who are not drama students came to join us. And I had the type of crowd that I needed. So I was so happy. And the members of the staff cooperated with me. And we did the performance. We did the performance and
how was it received in the university community?
The community were very happy. Everybody, they were very happy. They came to my office to congratulate me. Even at Senate, they said I should stand up, gave me standing ovation, and the rest of it. And I was satisfied that I did not come to waste my time after all.
That's right. That's right.
So,
that's right. So that was a satisfying
experience. The tradition of convocation play.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
There's something I wanted to do. I wanted them to have a kind of theater like we had at Ife.
Mm-hmm.
The vice chancellor bought the idea, but when he left, the idea was
The successor didn't proceed with
they
it.
didn't like it because we said at Ife we have a standing theater which serves as laboratory
Yeah.
for the students.
Students, yeah.
It will make all the theories that you teach them in class, they will have people to collaborate with
Yeah.
to make productions.
Yes.
And the vice chancellor bought the idea, and I came to Ife to get a kind of artist cadre
Right.
that we use for people at Ife.
Yeah.
Like the idea, but his term finished the following year.
Oh, okay.
I got there in 2014,
14.
February 2014, and at the end of the 2014-2015 session,
His term ended.
people announced term ended, and the vice chancellor who came in, they don't buy the idea.
The vagaries of the slippery terrain of university administration. Whereas Kola Oyewo's plan to begin a program in his enthusiasm at the Ekiti State University had taken off. But then the tenure of the vice chancellor that agreed with him ended. And the new vice chancellor and his team didn't want that program. And so that program didn't take off at last. What then would happen with Dr. Kola Oyewo and his plan for the new Department of Theatre Arts at the Ekiti State University? Join us on the next episode of the Nigerian Theatre Witnesses to History, a podcast from the Tunde Lanyo podcast. And you will be taken on the thrills of his stay at the Ekiti State University and some other universities in Nigeria. Until then, it's bye from me.